up, guys? So I'm here with the boss lady of the First Ladies of Freight, Miss Casey Cooper, for a little one-on-one information we can get up close and personal. Let's find out if we can get some of her business, because y'all know she ain't told us nothing on this show. What's going on, Casey?
Thank you.
So look, this reality show has been such a breath of fresh air in the reality TV space. Everybody's seen me say it on my YouTube video. We get to see you do, your trucking thing on a high level. We know you're in the industry, but give us a little more detail on exactly what your area of expertise is.
Well, I'm glad you asked. Thank you. Mm-hmm. I'm actually a government contractor.
Okay.
And that just means I have a trucking company and I specifically sell that service to the government.
Okay.
That's all it is.
That sounds pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward.
Is that hard for people to get into?
I don't think it's hard. It's more like it's not tapped into. So a lot of people don't know about it. It's a lot of reading, a lot of comprehension, it's a lot of acronyms. But with anything, there's everything. And if you want something bad enough, you'll do what it takes to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what will you be teaching at the Expo?
I'm glad you asked. Well, at the Expo, I'll be teaching all entrepreneurs, women specifically, because that's what our platform is, geared towards, how to make money in trucking, but very unconventional ways. So a lot of people don't know, I make money now in trucking without my own trucks. So I would get a project through the government and I would sub out the work, find another company that has trucks to do the work for me, mark up the price, and boom, there you have it.
There you have it.
There's also dispatching. You can book the loads for trucks. It's so many unconventional ways, just pushing paperwork, that you can make money in trucking. So we're going to be teaching all that.
And as far as women who may want to get into the government contracting side of things, will you be teaching that as well?
Absolutely. Government contracting can be very, technical, but I approach it from a very fundamental, space of just, A to B, B to C, and C all the way to Z.
Good stuff. So what can people expect overall from the Expo?
If anything, I want people to feel a sense of community. Sometimes when you go out here alone in your journey of entrepreneurship, you don't feel like you have any community. So we want to encourage all women, entrepreneurs of all walks of life, all ages, all tax brackets, to come out, join our community, learn how to dispatch, learn about government contracts, learn about the laboratory side, because people don't know that you can, incorporate the medical field as well.
With the success of the show, you have definitely shed the spotlight on women in trucking, and now there are so many women out there I see in the comments want to be First Ladies of Freight. What do you think are the qualities that make a good First Lady of Freight, and what would you be looking for in a girl if you were going to add her to the fold?
Good question, Q. I am looking for that girl. She's got to have that je ne sais quoi. She's got to have that star quality.
Now, the girls can't even spell je ne sais quoi.
I'm just saying. So then, if you can't spell it, you're probably not it. No, I'm just kidding. She's got to be.
She's not.
She's got to be all purpose. You have to be able to do it for the culture, but then you have to have your professional side, because we do make money in real life. Looking for someone who has a heart for teaching, well spoken, well poised, and just overall has it together.
So in short, we're not looking for no lot lizards.
We're not looking for that.
What about a reformed lot lizard?
Everybody has a pass.
She got a niche. She might know a little something. She may know her way around trucks.
Hey, everybody has a pass, okay? And I can't throw no stones. But just all around that girl.
I hear you. Well, if you're that girl and you got what it takes to be a First Lady of Freight, you might want to hit Casey up and, let her know if you used to be a lot lizard or not. Nah, we're just playing, y'all. I'm super excited because I will be hosting the Trucking Expo, but I'm excited for different reasons. I don't give a damn about them trucks. I'm trying to find me somebody, okay? And they say truck drivers make real good money. For those of y'all looking for somebody, y'all might want to come to the Expo too, but for those who are looking for more than somebody, what can they expect from the Expo, Casey?
Let me just tell you, if you are a woman who has never thought about trucking at all, and you are good with paperwork, you're good with negotiating, you just have interpersonal skills, and you want to try a different career, I'm going to teach you how to make money in a very unorthodox way through the trucking industry.
What about vendors? Will there be vendors? Will there be food? Will there be entertainment? What can we expect? Are children welcome?
Leave your kids at home. But no, we'll have the whole gamut. There'll be food, entertainment. We're going to have a guest performance.
Oh, nice. Of course, the First Ladies of Freight will be there presenting their areas of expertise. But what else can people expect from the Expo?
Q, let me just tell you, you have never seen women of color come together for an expo such as this. Okay, have you ever seen women in trucking like this?
No, not at all.
Okay, so we're gonna make it big as it can get. We are going to have education, we're gonna have entertainment, we're gonna have live special guests.
And I know that it's female focused, but I'm assuming men are welcomed as well.
Absolutely, men are definitely welcome. Anybody looking to get in trucking, if you're already in trucking and you're looking to further your education and grow and scale your business, come out to the expo.
Casey, in particular, who is this expo for?
This expo is for women of color, men of color, anybody who wants to further their entrepreneurship journey through the trucking industry.
So I'm glad that you said men of color. I think it's important to express that this is female focused, but open to men as well.
Absolutely. I mean, we love our men. Where would we be without our men? So men are definitely welcome. This is Casey of the Compass Circle, and if you have not purchased your tickets for our one-in-a-lifetime Trucking Expo with the First Ladies of Freight, click the link below and get your tickets right now.
First Ladies of Freight!
It's the dog Funky Dineva, and I will be hosting the First Ladies of Freight Trucking Expo.
You have never seen women of color come together for an expo such as this. Okay, have you ever seen women in trucking like this?
No, not at all. If you have not gotten your ticket yet, you might want to click the link down below and get your tickets now. Those things are shooting out fast. And child, they say the man gonna be in the building, bitch. Get your tickets now.
I'm looking for that girl. I'm looking for someone who has, mastered their niche. Looking for someone to be, of course, professional, but still can do it for the culture because it's all about, representation and inspiration. I'm looking for somebody who has a heart for teaching and, teaching the community and bringing people along. If you're really that girl, you got a platform, you can be an asset, you know how to be a leader, you know how to be a team player. And if you want to inspire more women, meet me at the Trucking Expo.
First Ladies of Freight!
What up, guys? So I am here with the tiniest, some might even say the mightiest First Lady of Freight, Miss Shanti Hoffman. Shanti, what's going on, girl?
Life is good.
Life is good. Life is great, actually. So listen, one thing that I loved about you on the show is that there was a part early on in the season where you were saying when someone sees a Hoffman truck coming down the street, they can tell it's you and your husband because you guys have like the Rolls Royces of trucks. And then now I know that you and your husband have been very successful in multiple industries, real estate, trucking, just to name a few. What do you think has been your biggest asset in that success?
Honestly, I'm not a hater and I love everybody to win. I think that there's enough money in this world where you, my neighbor, my best friend, my cousin, we could all win. And I think that's what makes me special. A lot of people actually look at me like as the plug. Mm-hmm. So
what you selling, girl?
Right. Ever since I was younger, I've always been that person to always want to help and look out for one another. And that's what made me who I am, and that's why I'm where I'm at right now to this day.
It kind of feels like you've mastered the art of networking.
Pretty much.
So is it safe to say that that is something that people attending the expo can get a little more information from you on learning on how to do?
Yeah, like one thing I can say, like a little thing that I do, regardless of where I'm at, every single day I hand out 10 business cards to whatever business I have. I'm not shy. I put myself out there, and that's just going to be one of the little secrets to success, and that's what I'll be sharing. How did I get to where I'm at now?
Imagine what other wealth of knowledge that she has in her mind that you guys can come and check out at the expo.
All of us pretty much have all our shit together. Nice. Not only will you be coming as a guest, but literally all our clients are turned family.
What do you think are the good characteristics of a First Lady of Freight, and what would you be looking for in somebody else who would be joining this group?
First of all, she has to have monies. Like when we go out to dinner, we fight.
Over
we throw
who's
our
gonna pay the check.
Who's gonna pay the bill. So, I mean, we want real deal. A real boss, because that's just what we represent. And it's important. A hardworking woman, someone that's loyal. We stick together because the main thing in our group is loyalty, and we've all, it's been a few years now and we've never had any issues, and that's really what's important.
What about that girl that has all of those qualities? You guys are some heavy hitters and you've been successful for a while, and she may not be where you guys are at financially just yet, But she still has some of those qualities. Would that be somebody you'd be interested in taking into the group?
Well, for one, I respect the hustle and I respect that she's trying to get there, but I don't see this show as a babysitting job. And no offense or anything, it's just that it's hard because when we're where we're at, then they're going to be asking questions like, look out. It's hard because sometimes you don't have time and they'll take it the wrong way. Like, oh my God, she's not helping me. But it's like, no, we all have businesses, kids, husbands, boyfriends, nannies. It's a lot, you know? So I think that where we're at with this show, she already has to be, you know, already pretty much established. She doesn't have to be a billionaire, but at least already have some sort of knowledge. I think at this point, people need to bring things to the table because it's always us, right? It's always people coming to us saying like, how do I do this? How do I do that? I want to sit at a table where I can ask you a question, put me on. So I feel I'm strong where I'm like, you know what? She already has to be that bitch.
It makes perfect sense. Well, listen, you heard it first. If you ain't got no money, stay your broke ass home. Shanti Hoffman, everybody.
Ladies, if you haven't purchased your tickets yet for the First Ladies of Freight Expo, click that link below.
First Ladies of Freight!
I'm looking for that girl. I'm looking for someone who has, you know, mastered their niche. Looking for someone to be, of course, professional, but still can do it for the culture because it's all about, you know, representation and inspiration. I'm looking for somebody who has a heart for teaching and, you know, teaching the community and bringing people along. If you're really that girl, you got a platform, you can be an asset, you know how to be a leader, you know how to be a team player, and if you want to inspire more women, meet me at the Trucking Expo.
What up, guys? So I am here with one of the unconventional First Ladies of Freight, Michelle Ford. Michelle, how are you?
I'm so good. Q, how are you?
I am doing good. I see you got the memo that green is where it's at.
Green, like money green.
Hey, must be the money. You know, Michelle, one thing I loved about you on the show is that you showed the viewers an untraditional job and career path that people really did not know existed out there. Tell us a little more about your area of expertise.
Absolutely. So I'm Michelle Foy, CEO of Proceed Screening. We're a 24/7 national provider of workplace compliance and health solutions, which really means that we make sure that the truckers that are on the road have passed a DOT physical and they pass a DOT drug screen.
So while we know our P dirty and we still try to get some employment, you where we go?
Don't come here to do that. Let's be clear. Do it. Get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do it.
Don't play with my color.
What can we expect as far as your contribution to the expo? What will you be teaching the people?
You know, I'm going to come to the expo, but what I originally came to the streets for, what I started this after my son was murdered, which is I want to show anybody how they can get into the areas of drug testing and clinical lab with no experience. Now, that may vary from state to state, but for the most part, you don't have to have a high school diploma. You can have a criminal record, you know. So if you're ready to get into another, like what they say, recession-proof industry, or you just ready to do something different, maybe you've been doing what you do forever, anybody can do it, and that's what I'm here to show.
You know, I love what you said about the qualifications to get into the field, because a lot of times we hear, especially in the streets, oh, if you're a felon, you know, you can go become a truck driver, which is true. But ladies out there, especially the ones who don't want to drive a truck per se, and may have a sketchy background, I mean, at least now there's another area of not only the trucking industry, but I guess the medical profession that you can get into with very limited barriers to entry. So that's good to know that you'll be teaching that. What are you looking forward to the most about the expo?
I'm looking forward to the mental shifts that are going to happen. A lot of times, you know, we want to get our hands in all the bags, want to do all the things. And I know that the expo is going to provide all of the participants an opportunity to take their minds to a level that they haven't thought about yet in ways that are right there in front of them. So sometimes, you know, it's about using what you have, and being in drug testing and clinical lab, for many people, you can kind of use what you have.
Good to know. So, you know, we are down a lady, and with the success of the show, everybody's interest is peaking, you know, wants to either get into testing or get into driving or dispatching and government contracting, as Casey is teaching. What do you think are the characteristics of a good First Lady of Freight, and what would you be looking for in the next young lady that be coming into this group potentially?
Pardon me, let me look directly in the camera about what's good. First and foremost, I think it's about being a lady, right? And I know that, there's a lot of, feminism that's out, the women are very independent and all of those things, but listen, grace is still in style, okay? Grace with how you relate to one another, how you carry yourself. And so I think what you have to keep in mind is that everybody on this show has built a reputation for themselves, a favorable reputation. And so we're gonna be looking for someone who understands how to keep the collective reputation intact. And you got to be about your bag. You got to think next level. You got to be a risk taker. I don't know what else to say.
You said it pretty good. And there you have it, guys. Michelle Foy.
If you haven't gotten your tickets to the First Ladies of Freight Expo, what are you waiting on? Let's get to your next level. Click the link below, and we'll see you in the room.
It's the dog Funky Dineva, and I will be hosting the First Lady of Freight Trucking Expo.
You have never seen women of color come together for an expo such as this. Okay, have you ever seen women in trucking like this?
No, not at all. If you have not gotten your ticket yet, you might want to click the link down below and get your tickets now. Those things are shooting out fast. And child, they say the man gonna be in the building, bitch. Get your tickets now.